Spire Comics, Archie and Mr. Weatherbee by Al Hartley. This is a wonderful, wonderful comic book. It had a lot of beautiful moments, some very funny moments, but also some very beautiful moments. I definitely want to get every single Spire comic that I can. And let's just quickly go through some of the things that also, I hope this will bless you, because I know this comic book actually blessed me. I teared up toward the end of it. So Mr. Weatherbee is like, yes, finally summer vacation. I don't have to put up with those high school kids. Ugh. It's just gonna be wonderful young kids because, you know, they're no problems at all. All right, so no, Archie's the bus driver, and all the kids are running off the bus, pretty much running over Mr. Weatherbee. And then he found out that his cook is also the cook of the school, so he's like, ugh, I don't think I could put up with more of that garbage. And the camp counselors are Archie and friends. So Mr. Weatherbee's already freaking out. He's like, oh no, I can't do this. I can't do this. I was having a summer off, and now it's going to be a summer of... He's just overly dramatic about the whole experience. So they're like, you know what? We'll let him go to have a little nap time in camp, and you know, maybe he'll calm down. His nerves will calm down. I don't know what's going on with him. And then a bear gets into his tent, and he's screaming help, and he's like, man, he's got a big old nightmare. He's got it. And then they find out there's actually a bear, so they run to get help, and they help him out. And over here, it's a commercial for Barney Bear, which I do have one of those comics, but yeah, I haven't read it yet. I also like how modest the girls are wearing their swimsuits. They're not in bikinis. They're wearing, you know, one piece basically, which is a good thing to do, especially when you're working with children. You don't want to give them the false impression. He said, there's a big old ball out there in the water. No, it's Mr. Weatherbee. Oh my gosh. All right, so yeah, they try to rescue Mr. Weatherbee, and of course, trying to get him out of the tube is another thing. It just, you know, every time the boys try to help, they just make things worse, and it's you know, bless the hearts, they're doing their best, but Mr. Weatherbee he's just having a terrible summer. And then we have other comics. Reading is fun. Comics make it funnier. Yes, it does. So here's a checklist of all the comics you can get. Here's some covers like Brothers, Jesus, and Archie's Festival, which I do have that one. So I need to make a checklist out of this, or maybe I can photocopy, make him a checklist like, got this, I got this one, you know, so I can go down the list and make sure I got them all, and maybe hunt them down when I go to Wilmington, because I definitely want all of these. Even, I guess, I didn't know there was one. I thought there was just one Barney Bear one. I had no idea there was this many of them. And then contemporary Bible stories like the Jesus story. That'd be cool to have some of those. I do have this really weird space one, which is basically the Garden of Eden. It must be Adam and Eve, but it's called something else. But, oh, here it is. It's Alpha and Omega. That's what it was called. So I have that one. It's like a space version of it. It's kind of like a parable or a kind of, you know, the Christ story, but in space. Anyway. So she checks out Mr. Weatherbee, and then he goes and gets on a horse. So he's just trying his hardest to be a leader. He wants to be a leader. He's doing it all the ways that he thinks he knows is right. And this is the funny part, I thought. He's like, why aren't you rowing? I can't reach the water. So yeah, there's a lot of misadventures, funny things that happen. And, you know, Mr. Weatherbee, bless his heart, he's trying so hard to be a good leader. He's talking to God, like, I'm trying so hard. I don't want people to see me as a clown. I want them to see me as a leader. And this is what his mind is thinking, that this is, you know, the two extremes. And he wants to be on this side, of course. But he's not thinking outside the box. He's thinking, this is a leader. Yeah, to adults. He's working with children. You can't do that. It's not the same. And so he's starting to see that, where does he say it? That if the kids know you care about them, that's what matters the most. And that makes you the best leader. And he also realizes that when he listens to one of the camp counselors doing a Bible study or a Bible story with the kids, he's starting to see that these people that he's working with are servants. And it's like, he's like realizing that in order to become a leader, I must become a follower. I'm starting to tear up again just thinking about that, because it's such an important factor that, you know, before we can lead, we must follow. And who do we follow? The best leader of all, Jesus Christ. So in order to become a leader, you need to become a follower of Jesus. Sorry, I try not to tear up, but I can't help it. comic books like this, they aren't around anymore. They don't exist. Then they go through kind of the, basically what's some good things you can do to become closer to God in the end. And then there's a message from the writer. And I can't read anymore because my eyes are filled with water. And then we got the back. So if you got any Spire comics, I inspire you to read them, hopefully. If I don't, why not? Let me know below if you've read them. If this is something... Oh, there's the Alpha Omega comic book I got. And if this is something that you like too, because, I mean, it just touches my heart. And now I'm going to have to end the video because I can't speak anymore. But thank you for watching, and have a great day.